Hey, Scott families, how are you guys doing? We are back at it again. It's hard to believe. I felt like we were just here yesterday, but here we are. Administrators have started back getting things ready for school to start up. And I have to tell you that we are so ready to start. Um, I know that you see a lot of things in the news and a lot of opinions out there. But pretty much every teacher I've talked to at Scott, anyways, has said, I'm ready to come back. I want to see my kids. And I think that just speaks to the love that they have for your children. And they're just excited and ready to get back to it. So I want to encourage you guys with a couple of things. One, over the next several weeks, please pay careful attention to the district's Facebook page or Twitter and your email. Already, the district has sent out, I believe, at least 2 emails with information regarding the start of next school year. And more information is going to be coming out. And so we really want to make sure that you have all of that at your fingertips as you make decisions for your family. I know that there could be some frustration with, "Oh, why is it taking so long to decide X, Y, and Z?" And I think that that's just how it is when you're trying to make a very thoughtful and thorough decision. Um, you guys know as well as I do that you're trying to nail down a target that keeps moving every 10 seconds and trying to plan for as many unknown variables as you can and do it in a well thought out way. And so we appreciate the fact that even though it's been hard, that you have been patient. And I do want you to know that Dr. Ott and the administration up at Central Office has really worked hard to make sure whatever they present and make sure whatever they push out is solid. They don't want to keep coming back and changing their message. They don't want to confuse parents, and they wanna make sure that, what's being shared is accurate and, is the best decision for our staff and students. And so when you're committed to that level of excellence, sometimes the information does roll slow. We would just ask for your patience. And information is starting to roll out, so be checking those social media platforms. So let's talk about school starting. I'm sure you guys all know now that you will have 2 options next year. You can choose to come in person, or you can choose to learn remotely at home. And this is a decision that every family is going to have to make for themselves. And it's one that Sean and I have spent several days talking about and working through all the possible scenarios and making peace with all the what ifs out there in the world. But I want to make sure that everybody, as part of that, not just safety, but practicality and logistic wise, that you guys have some important information that you might need when you evaluate your decision for your family. So, some of our families may be thinking, "Oh, well, remote learning last semester wasn't so bad because we could just do whatever, whenever, and we could fit it into our schedule, and it wasn't a big deal." And while that may be true slightly this semester, this fall semester, this next school year, really, there are going to be some changes to how remote learning is being conducted. So the first thing is there will not be paper packets printed every week for you to come in and pick up and drop off. Um, Everything will be done online. And so while you may have a workbook, you'll be required to submit that work online, taking a picture of it or however the teacher asks for evidence. Additionally, work has to be completed daily as well as check-ins with the teacher. And so there'll be, I believe, if I remember correctly off the top of my head, it's 180 minutes of instruction a day. And so portions of that may involve your child logging in and watching the lesson live. Um, and then in order for your child to become counted present for that day, they either have to complete work in Google Classroom, they have to participate in a virtual learning experience or check in with the teacher, um, or complete assignments and turn those in. And that has to happen daily. So there won't be the option of, getting all of your work done Monday, Tuesday, and having Wednesday, Thursday, Friday off. And so there will just be a few more requirements um, placed on those who are choosing the online version. And they're definitely manageable requirements. The district is providing sample schedules, and as what you will be given the schedule, your teacher's schedule as well, so that you know when to be online to meet with your class. But it will be much more structured because we're no longer in crisis mode. Last semester we were crisis homeschooling and we were crisis parenting, and it was just so different. But now we're really in the work of learning. And while we were in the work of learning then, the circumstances are different now. And so just kind of be aware of that as you talk through the options with your family. On I believe the dates are August 5th is when the window opens, and you'll be asked to go in and select whether your child will be participating in remote learning or if they'll be working or coming to school for in-person learning. If you don't go on and pick anything, your child is automatically defaulted to in-person. And so you will want to go in and make that selection. And then once you decide, hey, we've thought about it, and for us, remote learning is just a better option for our family, then you will be in remote learning for the entire grading period. So midweek, 3 weeks in, you can't say, oh, I forgot I don't like doing this, and I want to send them back. You'll have to wait until the next grading period starts. And that just gives our kids consistency and teachers consistency across the board. And so, but there will be that option to return to in-person learning at the end of the grading period. And so, no decision is permanent. No decision is all year long. There will be opportunities to join us back on campus if your family chooses to do so. I would encourage you to pay close attention to all the protocols that are being put in place to make sure that our kids do have a safe learning environment. We believe that it's best for kids to be learning with their teachers. And frankly, we're a little bit incomplete without our students. And so we're going to do everything we possibly can do to ensure their safety. And so regardless of what you decide, though, because again, that's a family decision, we're going to support you either way, and we'll be here with you either way. So if it's waving as you drop your kids off in the morning, or if it's checking in with a phone call, our Scott staff is committed to each of you, and we're all here to support you. And so we just want you to know that we do look forward to seeing everybody soon. We hope you have a great summer, and we'll be back, or I'll be back next week with a little more information. And as I get information, I'll try to work on pushing it out to you as quickly as possible as well. So I think that's all we have for today. So we hope you have a great Scotty day. Bye.